Hey, what's up, Fiverr sellers? A few weeks ago, I posted a poll on this YouTube channel that asked what Fiverr sellers would do in a situation where a buyer is requesting something of them that they're not really that good at. The responses I got to this poll varied. From one end of the spectrum with some people saying they would just say they could do it to get the person to place the order, to the other end of the spectrum with some people saying they would straight up say that's not something they specialize in and the buyer should look elsewhere. So in this video, I'm going to go through each of the poll options that people responded to in this video, give my thoughts on whether or not the answers were right or wrong, and some tips and advice that you as Fiverr sellers can use in situations where buyers are asking if you can do something that you're not really good at doing. So stick around till the end, because based on some of the answers in this poll, a lot of you probably need to hear this. And by the way, my little buddy over here would really appreciate it if you considered subscribing to the channel. He's feeling kinda lonely and would really love the company of a nice YouTube 100,000 subscriber plaque sitting somewhere on the shelf with him. So if you find this channel helpful and you don't want to miss a future video, consider subscribing. We really appreciate it. All right, so the first poll option was that if somebody asks you to do something for them that you're not particularly good at, you just say you can do it to get them to place an order. 7% of you chose this option. That's about 30 out of the 440 or so respondents. Straight up, this is definitely not what you want to do as a Fiverr seller. And I mean, yeah, getting orders on Fiverr is great, that's the name of the game, but you don't want to just take on any order, especially if it's an order that you can't deliver top quality work and you're not confident in your ability to deliver. And the reason is when you get an order, your buyer's gonna rate you. And if you say, yeah, I can do something that you can't really do, it's probably gonna lead to a poor customer experience. You're gonna get a negative rating. It's probably gonna hurt your chances on future orders. Not to mention, you're not doing right by the buyer because they're trusting you to do something. And if you say you can, when you're not really that good at doing that thing, you're not really helping them out. So this option, if you voted for this option and this is something you do, you're hurting your future as a Fiverr seller. I recommend you don't go this route in the future. The second poll option was that if the buyer asks you to do something you're not really good at, you straight up tell them that this isn't something that you specialize in. 23% of you responded choosing this option. That's about 100 people of the 440 or so. This is much more in line with what you should be doing. You know, handling customer inquiries with integrity and honesty goes a long way, and if you pick this option, you're definitely on the right track. Good job. The third option, which got 11% of the votes in this poll, was that you would just straight up tell the buyer that they should seek out someone else who's better suited to the task. So my thoughts on this option are a bit mixed. Now, obviously, if you absolutely cannot do what they're asking, I think this is a good thing to respond with. But I would always start by asking for more information because it's very possible the buyer may or may not have properly explained what they're actually looking for. And I've had a lot of situations where a buyer initially asked me for something that I don't do, and after a quick conversation, I realized that I can do what they wanted. They just phrased it the wrong way. So this option isn't bad if you've already asked them some questions to really truly figure out whether or not you can help them. The fourth poll option got about 50% of the votes, and it made me really happy to see that so many of you selected this option because it's the option that I would select. You would ask some further questions to clarify what the client wants in the hopes of uncovering some new information that might help you better understand their needs to maybe uncover a way that you might be able to help them. So in this option, you're not just straight up saying, hey, I don't do that, get out of here. You're saying, okay, can you explain a little bit more about what you want? What do you mean by that? What specifically are you looking for? You ask them discovery questions to try to qualify their need. What this does is not only helps you truly understand whether or not you can help them, but it opens the door of you uncovering new opportunities and upsell opportunities for different services you might be able to sell to them if you learn more about what their needs are. What's their business? Why are they hiring freelancers? this was the best option. So to the 50% of you who picked this option, you guys are awesome, and it makes me feel good. Little pat on the back. You've been listening to the message on this and other channels. This will turn you into an awesome Fiverr seller and salesperson in general. This was the option I would pick. And the last option in this poll was another one I'm not super thrilled with, was to try to sell them additional services. This is one where the reason I'm not a fan of it is because if you aren't asking them questions about what they want to try to really understand their needs, to really figure out whether you can help them, how are you going to suggest additional services if you don't fully understand their needs yet? So this is something where I think this is a good option after you've gone through the process of asking them qualifying questions to better understand their need, but not before. Anyways, those are my thoughts on the responses to this poll, but I'm interested in hearing from you. Which option did you vote for? Do you agree with my thoughts on, the thought process behind selecting these options and how to handle certain situations as a Fiverr seller? Let me know in the comments section. More than happy to participate in a friendly debate to talk about it and figure out what the most optimal responses are to buyers in these types of situations to help you make more money as a Fiverr seller, but also to help make sure we're doing right by all of our clients. So thanks again for watching. That's it for today. Until next time, cheers.